Hi, everybody. This is Gary Dean with Sentiment Timing, and this is our technical video report for Tuesday, April 1st, 2025. So first off, I am really sorry about missing last night's video report. I was in the middle of doing it, and my friend called, and I paused it, and he had asked about, he was coming from the south end, and he was looking at the storm, and he said, did it hit yet? And it was probably within 30 seconds. I actually felt my entire townhouse shaking, and the wind was, it was so fast that I don't believe it was a tornado because they get into like 130, 140 mile an hour winds, but we had 80 mile an hour winds, and power went out, didn't come back on until 3 o'clock in the morning. Had all my lights on as well as the TV, so when it went on, I actually thought I was getting robbed or something. But in any case, it was like a war zone out there. There was trees down everywhere. So I'm sorry about missing last night's report. It had nothing to do with me, and let's get started. So we had kind of a little bit of a mini episode that we saw on Monday, where Monday was an exaggerated a gap down open where it was we were down over 60 points. From there, we ended up rallying all the way back up, and I believe it trapped a lot of bears. And then today, we kind of had a little mini episode of it. So here you can see we came back down. The highs on the Monday were right around 56.25, and we closed at the 56.15. So we gave up about 10 points. But then we gapped down today, and it was about 20 points, and you could see they were trying to hold it here, and then this candle right here came down, and once we hit the 50% retracement, buyers stepped in and they wiped it out. So right now, I'm really leaning towards the large range that we're forming right now that I've been putting in the reports as well as talking about it in the videos, where we have the top of the range that is coming in all the way up at this 57.86 level, and here's the bottom. So I'm actually going to do this. I'll show you this way. So here's the bottom of the range, and we're just going to use this right here because we just had a stick under, and then it came back up. So the bottom of the range I'm looking at is at right around that 5,500. And then the top is the 57.86. So this is the range that I believe we're in. But right now, what we need to see is the bulls be able to get it over over this 56.47, 56.50. If they do, you can see we have this resistance right at 56.71. But after that, we're coming all the way back up, and we have the 78% retracement at 57.22, and then we have the 50-day moving average. I think it's the 50 or 200, but anyway, 57.40. And when we're there, we may as well just come up and touch it. So we're still in the bullish time period. That's why I'm really giving this pattern a little more consideration than the others, because right now nobody's really going to believe that we're rallying, and everybody's going to be shorting this rally, and they're going to be the ones that be used for, say, bullish fuel to drive the markets higher. And again, I'm not saying this is going to happen, but really what we want to keep an eye on is, the bulls need to take out these highs before the bears take out the 55.55 level. And if whoever wins this, so if the bulls win it, again, we have some resistance right at the 56.70, but above that, now we're getting back up into the 57.20 level, and that means all the bears that are trapped are going to be forced to cover. And, again, I wouldn't be surprised to see us trading back up near the 5,800 level, or even breaking it, because from there, your retail shorts are going to give up. They're going to throw in the towel and say, I just lost a ton of money on this. I'm done doing it. And you're going to get some people that are bullish on the market now saying the lows are in, and that will be the time that they actually pull the rug out and take out the lows that we just made yesterday and continue down to the 5,300. And then, like I said, I think the really the target that I'm looking at on the downside is 5100, but I'm not sure that's going to come in the at this time period. So I continue to look for a low, whether we made it or not, to come in sometime towards the end of April, early May, and from there you really want to be building, getting your wish list out, and I think the quantum stocks that I've been showing, I like them a lot, and the thing is this with them is you have to be patient because they are going to follow the market, but it's going to be on steroids. So if the market's going down and you see the S&P down 1%, those will probably be down 10%. If you see the S&P up 2%, you're probably going to see them up 20%. So you build the positions and you accept that you may not get the exact bottom and you just keep buying it. And then once the low is in, you're going to see these things scream higher, and it's just been happening over and over. So, whether we need to make the low at the end of April or early May, you want to be building the positions because these things, man, when they take off, one was QBTS, I believe it was at $6 or $5. And within 1 week was at $12.50. So this is the way those things move. And like I said, you may be underwater for a little bit, but if you're just going to use them for that type of trading instrument, I think they're fantastic. So, all right, getting back to this, the bulls, if they can get it above the 65, the 5650 area, then I believe we're going to come up. It's going to be a quick shot up to the 5670. This is going to be the last line in the sand. Well, actually, I'm going to do this. We have a gap right here at the 5690 level. But if we're up here, I believe we're going to continue higher and either test the 5730 or come all the way up to the 5788. Now, if the bears can get through this, the 5583, we have the 5555, which is the important line. And then really below that, we're just looking at fib retracements that don't have a whole lot of meaning. So that's why I'm saying, this zone right here at the, let's say the, right here down to here. This is the important area for the bulls to hold. And if they do and they can take out these highs, then I'm looking at, I would really put more weight on the on this just being a big, huge range that we're trading in right now, and I would anticipate that the 5780 would come into play. But let's just see what plays out tomorrow. Again, I'm open-minded until we start seeing some kind of definite direction hit. But like I said, I'm really starting to put more weight onto the range unless something changes and we see the that 55-55 taken out. So let's see what plays out tomorrow. Have a I'm sorry. Hang on 1 second. Okay, so with the fund I made one trade today. These are closed. So 2100 was made on it, but it was another little trade that I took a little hit on. It was only a few $100. We did 1850 for the day, so not a bad day. Wasn't a great day, but today was pretty volatile. So I'm happy just coming out with with gains and just continue to do these consistent small gains each day. So with that, have a great night, and I will talk to you guys in the morning.